Hello everyone and welcome back to the Master of Tracks channel, and today I will be making a custom Tomy Thomas set based on the episode Toad Stands By from the television series. I will actually be doing this episode today by segment, which is different to stuff I've done before, so it's just to make it more organised for you guys and easy to understand what's happening in the episode. So this particular episode is based on the episode, as I said in the introduction, Toad Stands By, Season 4, Episode 20, one of my all-time favourites. Now, I've done a really rough drawing just to get a gist of how I was going to make it easier for me to produce this set going forward. The engines and rolling stock for this particular Trackmaster Tomy custom model was obviously very easy. Oliver and Toad, SC Ruffy, some troublesome trucks, some vans to go with, a couple of tankers. I have also highlighted later in the episode who they compare to in this particular episode. My goal in building this layout was to sort of make it as simple as I could, because Tomy sets were quite often very simple, especially the smaller size one. I was thinking this set would be maybe a $50 US, $80 Australian range sort of thing. You get this amount of trucks and you get Oliver, big piece in your collection. So that's what my goal sort of was to make it as simple as I could, but sort of worth the value for money that you were going to buy it at. Now, it was sort of a challenge because I wanted this siding which just had at least a couple of trucks that were sort of in the siding of that particular episode when Oliver was pulling along with Scruffy, and you could see those trucks in the background. I just wanted to sort of have two pieces in there, at least two pieces of truck. Now, the trouble with it was I had those, you can see those small adapters down the bottom. Unfortunately, I didn't have the opposite side for that switch point that I used so it's sort of connected properly, and it didn't fit well in, I guess that siding didn't work too well, but that was fine, it worked out. I'll have to get more of those pieces in the future if I'm going to want to do sidings like that where they continue. Another issue I ran into was I couldn't find my buffers. I'm pretty sure they might be out with my trains, to be honest. I was looking through my track pieces. I will have to go and cover that. That's fine. I'll figure that out in a later episode. But overall, I thought it looked good for what it was. And I said earlier as well, I'd show why I chose the rolling stock. Well, here's the examples of that. Side-by-side comparisons of what they are in my model to what they are in the show. I thought I did a great job with that. Obviously, a first run isn't too important in this model because all that happened in the show was Oliver pulled on Scruffy and Scruffy exploded. As you all know, you would have all seen that episode, a very iconic Thomas episode in the franchise and the series, one of my all-time favourite episodes, but you had to show a run when you build a layout. Isn't that just the gist of why you build a layout with your Tomy Thomas tracks? Oliver is a really great character in the TV series, and I feel like his episodes are some of the absolute strongest Thomas episodes of all time. So to have him in Tomy form is amazing, and to put him on the rails with this layout is awesome to do. In review, now I had to make a few minor adjustments because I realized the layout looked a bit bland without the foliage and some, switches that just add a little bit of flavour to the whole Tomy Thomas world. They're very common, obviously, in the Tomy sets that used to come out back in the day when we were growing up. So I just chucked those in there, and I did another run just to show you what it looked like with those around the layout. Not much, but it adds something, and it is a nice addition. I'm glad that Tomy and the Takara team decided to add those particular pieces into their sets, because why not? It adds some flavour, it adds some colour, and it just makes the layouts look a bit more vibrant. I hope you've enjoyed this first episode. I would also love to hear what is some of your favourite episodes, what are some of your favourite scenes in the Thomas universe, and what would you like to see going forward in this series, because I want to keep this going. Maybe once every 2 weeks I might do an episode on this and see how it goes. I hope this episode is quite successful, and I hope you all have enjoyed it. I have to add a bit more to it next time. I know I am learning this editing thing. I'm learning it slowly. It's getting there. This app is great that I'm using, and I'm really happy with it. Please leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Leave a comment down below, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.